Classmate Spellbee Season 10, presented by Classmate and powered by the Times of India. This is an initiative by Radio Mirchi. The word grok. Well, this unusual word comes from the American author Robert Heinlein's science fiction book, Stranger in a Strange Land. In the book, it meant to take something in so thoroughly that it becomes a part of you. However, now it's defined in two ways: to understand something intuitively or by empathy, or to establish a rapport. And now let's take a quick look at our scoreboard at the end of round one. In fourth place with 5 points, Shubham. In third place with 10 points, Dishan. In second place with 15 points, Purvasha. And our current leader with 30 points is Preetham. I'm afraid that means, Shubham, we have to say goodbye to you because one person has to be eliminated in round one. But we really enjoyed playing with you. I know that it's tough and it all comes down to those 4 words. A big round of applause. So it's time now for us to play round 2 with 3 contestants, Preetham, Purvasha and Dishan. All the best to all 3 of you. We'll begin round 2 with Dishan Shivadas from Kendriya Vidyalaya Port Trust. So at the end of round 1, Dishan, your score stands at 10 points, but this round where you can score 40 points. Your first word is Khartoum.
Its meaning?
The capital of Sudan.
Its origin?
It is of Arabic origin.
Can you use it in a sentence?
At the confluence of the White Nile and the Blue Nile lies the 200-year-old settlement of Khartoum.
K-H-A-R-T-O-U-M.
Confident?
Yes.
You're right. Well done. You have 10 more points to your score, taking your total to 20 points. Your second word to spell in round 2, tureen.
Meaning?
A deep-covered dish from which soup is served.
Origin?
It is of French origin.
Can you use it in a sentence?
He served his delicious parmesan soup in pretty bone china tureen.
T-U-R-E-E-N.
You're absolutely right. You don't like to smile much. You're currently at a total of 30 points, tied with Preetham, who is yet to play round 2, of course, though. But you're doing very well. Your third word in round 2 to spell is pettifoggery.
Meaning?
To bicker or quibble over trifles or unimportant matters.
Origin?
It is actually a back formation from the word pettifogger.
Part of speech?
It is a verb. It can be used as a noun or as a verb.
P-E-T I-F-O-G-E-R-Y.
Dishan, I'm afraid that you're wrong. The accurate spelling is P-E-T-T-I-F-O-G-G-E-R-Y, which means we cannot give you points for that, but we do have 1 word remaining in round 2, and that could take your total to 40 points. Your word to spell, Sisyphean.
Meaning?
Denoting a task that can never be completed.
Origin?
It is named after Sisyphus, a Greek character.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Pleasing your mother-in-law is a Sisyphean task that you never choose but cannot avoid.
I'll spell it S-I-S-Y-P-H-I-A-N.
I'm afraid you're off by just 1 letter. I thought you had it. S-I-S-Y-P-H-E-A-N is the accurate spelling. You said I-A-N, which means we cannot give you points for that. And at the end of round 2, Dishan, your total stands at 30 points. Well played. Please have a seat. So the competition is getting intense, heating up. It's time now to invite our only female contestant of the day. Let's put our hands together for Purvasha Nidar from Ryan International School in Jaipur. You had a good round 1, at the end of which you have 15 points, but Preetham is doing very well. Dishan is also caught up. Only 2 of you will make it through to round 3. 4 words to spell in this round, each worth 10 points. Good luck. You have used your Classmate Connect option, so it's no longer available to you, so you have to rely on your own internal spell check and all the preparation that you've done to make it to this point. Your first word to spell is for 10 points. Clack. It is pronounced clack and also Clark.
What's the language of origin?
It is of French origin.
The meaning?
A group of sycophantic followers.
I think it is CLAQUE.
Are you sure? You're right. 3 words left. Your second word, also worth 10 points, is Pompadour.
Pompidou.
That is correct. It's pronounced Pompadour.
What's the language of origin?
French.
The meaning?
A woman's hairstyle in which the hair is turned back off the forehead in a roll.
POMPIDO.
I'm afraid that's incorrect. POMPA, not I, and DOUR, it ends with an R, which means we cannot give you 10 points for that. If you spell this word correctly, your total will go up to 35 points. That word to spell is brie.
What's the meaning?
A kind of soft, mild, creamy cheese with a firm, white skin.
BRIE.
That was fast off the bat and absolutely correct. Well done. 1 word remaining in round 2. That word to spell is Phoenicia.
Phoenicia.
That is correct.
The language of origin?
Greek via Latin.
What part of speech is it?
It is a noun.
FANESCHIA.
I'm afraid that's incorrect. You started wrong. PH is the accurate spelling. PHOENICIA. I thought perhaps with the Greek origin, you might have picked up on the spelling of often spelled with the PH, which means we cannot give you points for that. At the end of round 2, though, you have a fairly solid score of 35 points. Well played, Purvasha. So we're halfway through round 2. At the moment, Dishan is on 30 points and Purvasha is on a cumulative total of 35 points. But we do have our current leader, who had a perfect score at the end of round 1 with 30 points, who remains to play with. Let's welcome to the podium, Preetham. Preetham, at the end of round 1, you had a perfect score of 30 points. What have you made of the words in round 2 so far?
I knew around half of them.
That's a pretty good rate. I hope that the next 4 words are words that you're familiar with. Your word to spell for 10 points is away.
Meaning?
With reference to an anchor raised just clear of the seabed.
Origin?
The origin is German via Old English.
Part of speech?
It is an adjective.
I'd like to use my Classmate Connect option.
Preetham would like to use his Classmate Connect option.
Okay, so we will give you the spelling AWEIGH.
The decision is yours.
I'll accept it.
You'd be right to do so. Well done to the classmates. You've helped take Preetham's score up to 40 points. Your second word to take your total perhaps to 50 points. Committee.
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 Committee. Meaning?
An association of nations for their mutual benefit.
Language of origin?
It is of Latin origin.
Use it in a sentence?
In April 1949, USA and 11 other nations signed the North Atlantic Treaty to form the Committee of NATO.
COMITY.
That is absolutely correct. You're doing very well. You still haven't set a foot wrong. Your third word to spell, pillaloo.
Meaning?
To moan or howl.
Use it in a sentence?
There's no need to pillaloo about having to clean cupboards more than I do.
Language of origin?
It is of Irish origin.
P-I-L-A-L-L-O-O.
I'm afraid that's incorrect. The accurate spelling is P-I-L-L-A-L-O-O, which means we cannot give you points for that, but you're still doing very well. You have one word remaining, which could take your total to 60 points. And that word is Highveld.
High wealth.
That is correct.
Language of origin.
It is Afrikaans.
Use it in a sentence.
They went camping in the Highveld of the Lesotho Mountains,
Meaning.
a region at a high altitude in South Africa.
H-I-E-V-E-L-D.
I'm afraid that's incorrect. The accurate spelling is H-I-G-H-V-E-L-D, which means we cannot give you points for that. But Pritham, at the end of round 2, your total stands at 50 points. Well played. Please have a seat. Well, that was the end of round 2, and it was some end, I have to say. And now I must tell you what you need to do in the coming break. I want you to think about this fairly new word, which has been added in the Urban Dictionary, the word muggle. And if you think you already know it, then think again. This is Classmate Spellbee Season 10, presented by Classmate and powered by the Times of India.